this is not as new a phenomenon as a lot of people might suggest, but I think life sciences companies, particularly larger life sciences companies, have been monitoring their headcounts fairly carefully for the last several years. That's not a new phenomenon. Most of the major pharmaceutical companies have struggled to bring drugs to market, so they've been laying people off somewhat gradually, and now with some pretty significant layoffs in the last year. You've seen significant consolidation in the medical device community. Flip side to that is the beneficiary of that in a lot of respects is the pharmaceutical services industry, which is growing very rapidly. So as a market, I think people are much more sensitive to headcount, but I think some of that is a natural correction of when you look at the late 90s and the early 2000 period prior to September 11th of 2001, you saw a lot of companies that were overstaffed, and business was good enough that nobody was taking the time to do some of the correction they needed to do. Now you're seeing companies are managing their bottom lines much more carefully, so you're seeing much more restriction in headcount. One of the things you see in big companies is, even in big decentralized companies, it wouldn't be unusual to need significant approval levels to bring in new roles and create new jobs. Much more difficult to do than you could in the past.